China strategist Andrew Leung is joining me from Hong Kong. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. China, of course, has been persistently blocking India's bid for UNSC seat. Why is China resisting it so vociferously? India has been the voice of the global South. India ensured more inclusivity, particularly including the African nations in G20. Do you think China can be more accommodative on realizing India's aspirations and not being a roadblock here?
I think that the world has been completely upended and has changed since the Second World War, when the United Nations was founded. Because a lot of water has passed under the bridge. The United Nations structure is inherited from the outcome of the Second World War. The victors, the winning countries, the five winning countries maintain their veto wielding seats in the United Nations. Because after all, I mean, these were the main combatants during the Second World War, which is the largest holdback on the humanity. But then the situation is now is difficult to maintain the world order anymore, because the first of all, you have the rise of the global South and the southern countries, developing countries, including India, including the African Union, including the Arab League, including a lot of countries in South Africa and South America, and they want their voice to be heard, and not only a voice to be heard, because um, their voices are heard in the General Assembly, but the General Assembly is largely a talking shop. It's got no teeth, and it's got no vetoing power. And so I think that the United Nations is increasingly becoming ineffective to deal with a different world order.
Yes, so if UN is becoming ineffective, as you say, Andrew Leung, my question then is about India's bid for permanent seat in the UNSC. Do you think, given the role that India is playing on the global stage at present, China should not be really blocking India's bid?
Well, I think that if we talk about the veto wielding permanent members,
Yes.
is not just the decision made in the United Nations at this top level, but it's also involve a great deal of global dynamics. So if you look at the permanent members now, you have the United Nations, you have France, you have the United Kingdom. They're both in the Western camp, and they are now increasingly anti-China. And then you have Russia, you have China, um, and the admission of India, which is of course India has been viewing China as as an antagonist or as a rival, would upset the dynamics in the Security Council. So I think that it would be India's voice could be heard. I think that it's even more important. It's not just India, because if India wants to be heard, then even though some countries were defeated in the Second World War, but it's a long, long time ago. I mean, Japan's economy is quite big, and so Japan, well, why can't we my voice be heard? And Germany. So I think it's important to find a way to accommodate the influence of the global South